The worst jobs ever. People, what up? What's good? It's your boy TwoCentz. As y'all can see, man, we got a video here from Cheats, so y'all know we're in for a good laugh, man. But before we get started, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what's the worst job you've worked? Right, mine definitely was FedEx in the warehouse overnight, stocking the truck, whatever the title is for that. Y'all, if you can stay away from the warehouses, do that. Do not fall for it, bro. Stay away. Amazon, FedEx, somebody need to deliver the packages, but not you. Let's get into it.
We've already talked about the worst summer jobs, those little torture gigs you take as a teenager just to afford gas money. But now we're leveling up. We're talking about the worst jobs, period. The kind of jobs that don't just ruin your summer, they ruin your whole life. These are the ones where you wake up, stare at the ceiling, and seriously consider faking your own death just so you don't have to clock in. First off, we have the telemarketing villain. This isn't even a job, it's straight up villainy. You're literally paid to—
It's literally just scamming, bro. And you know, like, the thing is, bro, it's always, phones have gotten so advanced to the point where if it's just a scam call, it's just going to say either unknown or scam likely, to the point where, like, you don't even pick up anymore. So it's just useless, bro. We're all technologically savvy at this point, even the elderly. So it's getting harder and harder to scam them and tell them they got unpaid bills and they need to, you know, type in their SSN right now before it's too late, right? Like, it's literally just a waste of time at this point. I'm surprised this is even still a thing, but hey, man, hopefully they all go away soon.
To ruin people's day. Like, you could call someone in the middle of their wedding and the script still says, "Hi, have you considered switching your car insurance?"
No.
You're not a worker, you're a professional nuisance. And the worst part is there's no winning. The person on the phone hates you, you hate you, even your manager hates you, and his job is literally making sure that you annoy people. Nobody leaves happy. The customer slams the phone, you feel like garbage, and the company celebrates because you wasted someone's time. Every call is the same. You ring somebody and they either hang up immediately, curse you out, or if you get unlucky, they'll actually stay on the line. And that's when you're trapped reading a 7-page script about bundling services, knowing deep down you'd rather be hit by a bus. The whole system is rigged too. They give you this fake power list of potential customers, but it's just random phone numbers of people who already said no 100 times. You're not chasing leads.
How are they getting our numbers, y'all? Our data is being sold, man. Come on, stay aware, stay woke.
Speed running how fast someone can block your number. Honestly, the only skill you walk away with from telemarketing is the ability to absorb pure hatred through a headset without crying. You don't build a resume, you just build a thicker skin and permanent ear trauma. It's not career experience, it's psychological warfare. Next up, we have the mascot nightmare. This one shouldn't even be legal.
Really?
Being a mascot is basically community service for a crime you didn't commit. You're stuck inside a 50-pound sweat coffin shaped like a rat, a duck, or some other—
I feel like it depends, bro, because obviously bro pulled up Chuck E. Cheese, like, you know, it's probably not a good time. I mean, hey, man, it's probably not a good time to go to Chuck E. Cheese as a grown adult with knee problems and back pain. But at the same time, bro, like, if you're like lucky enough to become like a sports team mascot, like a major, you know, basketball, football, whatever, you know, major sport, basically, I feel like that's pretty fun, bro. They be having a great time.
Corporate nightmare, waving at kids who immediately treat you like a piñata. Parents are snapping photos while their toddler is roundhouse kicking you in the shin like you're training for UFC. And you can't do a thing about it. You can't talk, you can't fight back, you can't even flinch. Your whole identity is erased the second you zip up that costume. You're not Kyle from accounting anymore, you're Big Rat. You're not allowed to break character, which means if you trip down the stairs, you can't even scream. You just fall like a cartoon character, arms stiff, head bobbing, while everyone claps because they think it's a part of the show. And the heat, oh my god. You're basically slow cooking inside that thing.
But they got these suits, bro, they're so advanced, bro. They be having like fans inside, air conditioning inside these suits, man. I swear this is not that bad, bro. I've never been a mascot, but I promise y'all it's not.
Breath feels like inhaling soup. Most people don't understand that mascots aren't waving because they're happy. They're waving because it's the only motion keeping them from collapsing. You're one step away from heat stroke, but if you faint, you better faint in character. Chuck E. Cheese doesn't pass out. Chuck E. Cheese takes a fun little nap. The disrespect is unreal too. Parents let their kids beat you like a rented mule. Little Timmy just slapped the giant mouse across the face and the mom is laughing like it's peak comedy. Lady, I can't even see out of these eye holes. Your demon spawn just gave me a concussion. Meanwhile, the dad's making jokes like, bet you didn't think you'd be doing this when you grew up, huh? No, sir. When I was 6, I dreamt of being an astronaut, not a human punching bag inside a polyester coffin. The cherry on top, the pay. You're putting your body on the line, sweating out 3 gallons an hour, surviving concussions, assaults, and possible lawsuits, and you're making minimum wage. There are people in prison making more per hour, stamping license plates, and those—
Is this facts, y'all? We not, y'all, come on, man. We got time for some research. Y'all ain't doing nothing. How much does a mascot make? I'm gonna just say, I live in Chicago, right? Does the Bulls, why can't I spell? How much does the Bulls mascot make? Benny the Bull's estimated annual salary is $400,000. Bro, what is Cheats talking about, man? They getting bread, they having fun. If you're fat, you're losing weight for sure. They got air conditioners in there. He must have been a mascot at Chuck E. Cheese. Respect. Shout out to the mascots, though.
Those guys at least get to show their faces. Being a mascot doesn't build character, it just kills whatever shred of dignity you had left. It's not a job, it's a fever dream punishment from a corporate overlord. You don't clock in as yourself, you clock in as a cartoon corpse, and when your shift finally ends, you take that helmet off and realize you just got paid $8 to get bullied by toddlers. That is not a career, that is community service with extra steps. You've got time, you've got your phone, so why not make some money?
Shout outs to the ads, man. Y'all get your money, bro. Scan the QR code. I think I'm okay, though. I think I'm all right.
Screen and start now. Big thanks to Free Cash for survival mode on the hardest
fast food worker. All right, y'all, let's get it.
Difficulty. You clock in and immediately it feels like you've been dropped into a sweatshop disguised as a kitchen. The fryer is spilling oil at you like it has a personal vendetta. The soda machine is foaming like a rabid dog, and the grill smells like it hasn't been cleaned since 1997. And the customers, bro, fast food customers are different. Some guy with a neck tattoo and 3 baby mamas is at the counter demanding his McDouble look like the photo. Like, sir, this is a $2.
Shout outs to my mom, bro. But do y'all feel like your parents just act different at restaurants, bro? Like they just something just happens, bro. I would hate to be a fast food worker. I feel like everything he said for the mascot could probably apply to the fast food outside of, you know what I'm saying, being stuck inside a suit. But I'm definitely with him on this, man. I never worked fast food, but I've never heard of anybody who enjoys it. You know what I'm saying?
Sandwich wrapped in paper thinner than toilet tissue, not gourmet entree. People will straight up scream at you because their nuggets are too nuggety. Drive-thru is its own form of psychological torture. That little headset makes you hear voices like a schizophrenic. Can I get a number 4 with no pickles, extra cheese, and also make the fries half crispy, half soft? Bro, this is a Burger King, not Build-A-Bear. Then when you mess up one thing, they look at you like you personally ruined their week. And you know what nobody talks about? The coworkers. Half the time you're working with a 16-year-old who's high, a 40-year-old who's dead inside, and a manager who thinks they're running the Pentagon because they got the keys to the walk-in freezer. They'll act like you committed treason because you forgot to restock the ketchup packets. And the worst part is you can't escape the smell. The fast food stench clings to you like a curse.
And it probably ruins your taste for whatever restaurant you're working at. But I know this video isn't about, like, you know, co-workers and stuff, but like, why is that such an unescapable experience, y'all? Like, at every job, bro, there's always the coworker that just overdoes everything, bro. They just overdo everything. No sense of humor, no nothing. At least I'm fortunate right now. I got a pretty sweet situation. There's not that type of person at my job, but for the most part, bro, like if you work jobs during life, which everybody will, or, you know, everybody has, you are guaranteed to come across somebody like that. That's so annoying, bro.
Clothes, your hair, your soul. It smells like air fryer. You go home, shower twice, and it still smells like fries. You could be buried in the ground for 20 years and archaeologists will dig you up like, yup, this one worked at Taco Bell. It doesn't matter where you work. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's, they're all the same. Different uniforms, same suffering. You don't get job experience working fast food. You get to bond with strangers at 2 a.m. over broken ice cream machines. All right, next up we have prison guard. Being a prison guard is basically being a babysitter for
these prison guards be freaky. These prison guards be wilding out. If y'all want to see videos like that on this channel, man, let me know. Y'all know we react to any and everything, but man, these prison guards be out of pocket.
Most unhinged people on planet Earth. Except these aren't toddlers throwing Legos. These are full-grown dudes throwing fists, chairs, and occasionally their own shit. And you're the referee. No whistle, no backup, you're just struggling. The job description is literally walk around a concrete box, stare at people who hate you, and hope nobody decides today's the day they test out a shank they made out of a toothbrush. And the crazy part is you can't win. If you're nice, the inmates think you're soft, and if you're strict, they hate you even more. Either way, you're the villain in someone's story. And every prison guard has that moment where they're like, damn, am I a cop or am I just a janitor for crime? Because half your shift isn't even breaking up fights, it's filing paperwork because two guys almost killed each other over a soup packet. That's your life. Gourmet.
And like I said, y'all, I mean, I can't really speak to the prison guard experience, so we just listening right now, but I be hearing these stories, man. Some of these prison guards be sneaking into themselves and doing they be guarding. So they don't be guarding. They be real unguarded.
Chefs argue over caviar, millionaires argue over yachts. These dudes will risk 20 more years over ramen noodles. Your friends are out there working normal jobs. They're like, oh yeah, I just had to deal with a rude customer today. Cool, I had to deal with a guy who stabbed another guy 14 times. Different energy, Jessica. And the pay, don't even get me started. You're basically living inside of a live-action Grand Theft Auto server, but your paycheck looks like you work at Subway. That's the real crime. Honestly, a prison guard job is just early access to PTSD. All right, last but not least, we have the warehouse worker.
Thank you, y'all. This is literally the worst job ever. This is the worst job in existence. Stay away from the warehouses. Y'all, listen to what I'm saying. Do not go work at a Don't. You will not enjoy any minute of it, bro.
Now, obviously, they're not all built the same, but usually working in a warehouse is like signing up to be a human robot, except the robots actually get breaks. You're running back and forth with little barcode scanners like it's Call of Duty, except instead of kills, you're racking up packages of adult diapers and off-brand phone chargers for 10 hours straight. No windows, no sunlight, it's just you in a neon vest and the constant fear that Jeff Bezos himself is gonna pop out of the rafters and yell at you for walking too slow. They literally time your bathroom breaks. Like, if you take more than 3 minutes to pee, you're on thin ice. Imagine explaining to your manager, sorry boss, my bladder isn't Amazon Prime. It doesn't matter, you're still written up. Every shift feels like a game show called How Much Can a Human Suffer for $14 an hour? Spoiler alert, a lot. And you're not building anything, you know, at least fast food makes burgers, at least retail has customers. Warehouse work is just shuffling boxes for people you'll never meet. And you don't even feel like a worker, you just feel
shuffling boxes, filling up trucks. Y'all, and where I worked, bro, we couldn't even listen to music. There was no music. There was no phones allowed. Like, you had to leave your phone in like a little locker outside the warehouse. So you're literally just, and it was overnight. It's probably the worst experience I've ever had in life, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Like a character in a simulation, just endlessly scanning, lifting, stacking until your spine files for divorce. Those are, in my opinion, some of the worst jobs that you can get. If you agreed, leave a like. If you disagreed, also leave a like. I post all my videos.
Shout outs to Cheats, man. Fun videos as always. I'ma just have to disagree on the mascots, bro. I feel like that's a pretty sick job, but hope y'all enjoy. Go subscribe to him. Subscribe over here. As always, your boy TwoCentz, TCZ. We out.